Hi. You guys just saw Amy get her makeup done for the prom. Or not really for the prom, pretend prom. And we're gonna do her hair, which is kind of a natural, pretty, not gaudy hairstyle, kind of like a 1950s hairstyle, where I'm going to be curling it outwards. And a lot of people don't know the difference between curling the hair outwards and curling the hair inwards. And when you curl your hair outwards, it gives like a flowy, big look, and definitely a 1950s look. If you curl it inwards, you get actually a lot of results, and one of them is that Mary, or what's it, Little Bo Peep hairdo, and like where the ringlets are, and that's not attractive at all. I don't know why people like it, but when you curl inwards, sometimes you get a kinky look, and that's cute too, but you need to make sure you brush it out. But that's not what we're going to do. Today, we're going to be curling it outwards, kind of like a 1950s hairstyle, and I'm using a small, like 2-inch round hair curlers, see? And I'm going to be taking her hair, um, and I'm going to be parting it actually to the side. And it doesn't really matter which side, whichever side you feel more comfortable with it being on. And I'm not making it a definite part. I'm just going to be kind of just flipping it to the side. And whichever side your bangs are usually on will probably be best, because we're going to be curling your bangs out. You're going to want a lot of your hair to be out, and you want to brush it before, of course. This can work on curly hair, it can work on straight hair, wavy hair, frizzy hair, it doesn't matter. But, can I curl the feather?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't really matter what parts you curl, you just make sure you take it. Annie's hair is more fine, so it's easier to curl. If your hair is thick, I would section it out and do bit by bit, but because Annie's hair is so fine, we don't need to do that. We can just do it all at once. But you want to take it, you want to hold it there for like 10 seconds. You can use hairspray. I don't usually do hairspray because it makes hair really hard and crunchy, and you can tell when someone has hairspray in their hair, usually, unless you have like some special kind of hairspray. And that's kind of what that curl looks like. And we're going to be wanting to take these, all the hair, don't leave any out. Make sure that when you curl your hair, you take a mirror, a hand mirror to your bathroom mirror or room mirror, and you turn it around so you can see the back of your hair. Make sure that you're getting all your hair. You don't want to leave any hair here when you're doing your hair for the prom. If you do half finished hair, that would not be very pretty. So, and Annie has a feather extension in her hair. If you're wondering what that white thing is, that's what it is. In the back, you don't really need to curl it outwards because it doesn't really matter in the back. It's back, but you want to make sure you curl it. And sometimes there's bumps in the hair. It's really hard to get those out, but just brush it out and curl it. And sometimes you get like the frizzy right there above the curls. Just grab it and curl it. And the reason why I start out at the top and pull down is is because then you're getting all the frizzes out while you curl your hair. But I would do all the bottom parts first. And you take this side, and I was curling it outwards, so we kind of have to do like an opposite way of turning it. And actually, the less hair that you have in the hair curler, the curlier it would be. So if you do bit by bit, it'll be really curly and it will most likely stay in longer without hairspray. If you put all the hair in one hair curler, it will probably not last that long, and it will give more of a wavy look rather than a curly look. And you can use hair curlers rather than hair curler iron, but it's really hard to brush out the curls and make it more of a wavy curl rather than a little Miss Bo Peep curl. And like I said, those aren't very attractive. I mean, I guess like some people like them, some people can pull them off, but I never could, and don't know anyone who can pull it off. But maybe you can do it, who knows. But this hairstyle shouldn't take that long, so if you're worrying about what hairstyle to do for the prom or graduation or for a party, and with Annie's big gaudy makeup, it's really nice if you do a more toned down hairstyle, leaving out the hairspray rather than an updo, a really like chunky updo, because it makes it look a lot softer and a lot prettier. And like I said, you want to make sure you get all the hair in the back. Don't want to leave anything out. And if there's a really, really curly curl, unless you like it, then I would get your fingers and just brush it out. And sometimes if your hair is really thick, you especially want to just curl the tips of your hair rather than the whole lock of hair, because otherwise you'll get the big, you know, like housewives of Atlanta City type hair. That's what you'll get. Or, you know, like 80s hairstyle, that's what you get. And especially for prom, I mean, a lot of girls do it, but I don't think it's very pretty. And so, one of the last parts that you want to do is, especially if you have bangs, if you have like straight across your forehead bangs, this can work too. You can just still part your hair to the side and keep the forehead bangs, and then just still section your hair and use that extra hair rather than your actual bangs for this. And you want to just, with that, you just want to take your bangs, make sure you get all of them, and you make sure that you do it the opposite way, so that you put the hair curl on the opposite way so that it's pointing outwards, and go to the very last tip, because you especially don't want kinks in your bangs, because it's really noticeable. And instead of uncurling it, you kind of just pull down and twist and let go, and you want to blend it in with the side of your hair like that. And you take your bangs again and you do the exact same thing. It's a little tricky when it's so close to your forehead, but don't be scared. Burns don't hurt that bad. No, I'm just kidding. No. You'll be fine. And you most likely won't burn yourself. Take your hair and you keep doing it, and when it comes down to the really thin part, you want to go as close as you can without burning yourself, and untwist it. Now here I left a spot of hair uncurled. You don't want that. nervous. I don't like getting burned. Well, like I said, it doesn't look that bad. No, just kidding. You take your hair, make sure you don't leave anything, especially underneath your ears. There's like straight parts or frizzy parts. You don't want that because it really blends in with the curls and you can tell. And by the end of the night, your hair has turned from curly to frizzy because of that one lock of hair that you left untouched, or pretty soon your whole hair gets straightened because when you put your fingers through your hair late at night, you're all like, ah, then it all just straightens with the straight hair. But if it's curly, then it all like, it's really strange, but just trust me. So you're going to want to take the curls of hair and sort of run a comb through it, especially the tips. Maybe even only the tips. Sometimes the top, when there's a bump. Because you want it to pretty much look like one giant curl. And look really wavy, because wavy is really pretty. And you want to take this, the bangs part, and make it all one, especially so. You want to make it all one. And this is what you end up with. See her pretty hair? Oops. And see the bangs and the curl and like the wavy part. Really pretty. And